morning, guys. This video is going to be mixed. There's a little bit of pre-butchering. We didn't butcher in this video, but we did some pre. And at the end of the video, you can see we got chickens in the freezer, and we save the necks and feet and stuff for and gizzards for the pigs as a pig popsicle for when it's hot. That's Chris's thought that we would do that for our poor mama pig. She has been dealing with the heat and breastfeeding, and we're keeping 2 wallows for her and the kids. Okay, guys, so we are processing today. I have some chickens in here, and we're going to get them into a holding spot so they can relax. I've been recording the whole time and I haven't been here. What? So, this is our setup. We have cones here. Birds waiting there that haven't been fed for 24 hours. We have a bucket, garbage, a food grade garbage pail with ice in it. And then, so this is where we dispatch. This is our, what is this called? Scalder. Plucker. So that here, we're all eviscerate them. Hi guys, so we processed the birds yesterday. We didn't show that, but there will be a link below for a video that shows very good detail on processing birds if you need that. I decided not to do it this time because we get flagged every time we process birds on YouTube, so we just didn't do it. So right now I'm getting ready to bag those birds, and I did half of them already yesterday, and then I ran out of bags. So thanks to Amazon, I ordered bags yesterday late afternoon, and I have them already today. We have chicken bags here. They're shrink wrap bags, very easy to use. You want your temperature. We have a thermometer, a candy thermometer that we just stick on the side of our bowl here. We only have it this deep. You don't want it too deep so that when you stick the bird in there, it overflows. After we get the bird done, then we go ahead and after we get it shrink wrapped and everything, then we go ahead and weigh it. I also made a bunch of turkey broth today, and some turkey. This was a turkey that we had in the freezer for about a year, and I need more freezer space. So we went ahead and took some of the meat for the dogs, and then went ahead and canned the rest of the meat and the rest of the broth. Now all of these have sealed. I did that earlier today. I gotta, of course, wait until this gets to 180 at the very least. So I have it on high, and as soon as it's 180, I'll get the birds ready. Now I have two containers full of birds that have been sitting in ice water, mostly ice, overnight. That makes it good and easy for the birds here. I'm just going to do them whole. We're not cutting them up. I usually cut up my chickens. Maybe I can leave a link to that too. It's really simple. We prefer to cut up because we don't have such a big family. We tend to use just parts of chicken. We'll see how this goes. The bags that Chris ordered are very small. So hopefully some of our chickens are smaller this time, so hopefully this works. Give me a minute. Just got it over here.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say maybe if you bungee their legs together.
Bungee them?
Yeah. What are those things?
My mother-in-law, you know, the backseat driver over there, she doesn't want to be in the video, so she's calling from the recliner. So
offering information.
offering
Phony stuff, no doubt.
Okay, so I think this first one's gonna work. So I just kind of dry it off with a paper towel. The nice thing about having them sit overnight, you can get their legs to move. If you do it too soon, the birds often are stuck in a position. So, just like so, stick them in there. First one went really well, so that's good. Now, I'm going to take my straw. The straw goes into the cavity of the bird. And I usually check the bird for feathers while I'm doing this. So, and then these bags always come with these cute little zip ties. We're gonna zip tie this. With the straw in it. You have the straw sticking out of the baggie. It's hard when you don't have extra hands. Okay, let's see if our water is ready. Again, this is your final check before you bag your birds. So you're gonna check them over for any feathers that got missed. And this is probably the third time I'm checking on this, and you always find something. So make sure you do that. And then just kind of go over it really quick. Some birds are worse than others. Even when you have one of those fancy machines like we do. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this bird in our bag. Fits perfect. Stick the straw in the cavity again. Have my little zip tie ready. And I want to get that, like this one I didn't do very well. So I might redo that one. I want to get it as tight as I can at the end of the bird, closest to the bird, the little zip tie thing. So I think I'm going to redo this other one. Redo the first one because the bag kind of folded in on itself. I'm going to twist this one around a little bit, make sure I get it down on there good and tight. And then you want to be prepared to have something that you can dip the bird in with, other than just the piece of plastic you can hold to on the end. Like I have a spatula, so I can push the bird down into the water. And so after this, I'll weigh the birds, and then we can write on top. Stickers do work way better. So if you're debating, if you're buying bags and you're debating, should I buy the stickers? Buy the stickers. Don't be cheap like my husband. Because you can put the date on there, the date, the time, whatever you want to put on there, including the weight of the bird. So let's see if this is ready yet. This is ready. Okay, and I'm gonna put this right next to my pot so I have something to put it into. Because if something happened, I'd get hot water on them and don't want to do that. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then as I pick it up, I put it at that straw, and you'll often hear the air coming out of that straw. So that is done, just like so. And it's shrink wrapped around that bird really well. If you get water inside, you're gonna wanna do it again. So do not just leave it, because you will get freezer burn a lot faster if you do that. I'm going 1, 2, 3. Hear the water coming, or the air coming out of that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't want to get that straw under, and then really cinch that down. So that's it. That's all you do. Get all the ice off. Dry the bird off as good as possible. But before I dry the bird off, I'm kind of looking through, and I'm finding those feathers. I always check the wings, because that is where they like to hold on. And around the feet. There's another one back there. Pluckers aren't perfect. Now, if you find those little hair things, sometimes you find little hair things on the birds, and you can just get a match and just kind of just kind of singe the hair, and it goes away. Okay. So towels. You go through a lot of paper towels doing it, but the drier the bird, the better. I told Chris I want him to make me one of those racks. So next time we can just put them on a rack and have them dry naturally instead of doing the paper towel thing. See, I'm still finding, so I always have my eyes out while I'm doing it for those feathers. Okay. Stick my bag top in. You can cut the necks down a little further if you use clippers, but I was just using a knife, so next time I will use poultry shears to do that. Make sure your chicken is in there straight as possible. You're gonna get a better shrink result. Okay, get my straw, put that in the cavity of this bird. And then I got my little twisty tie. Now this is the time where you can get your legs together a little more as you're kind of pulling it together like this. Got your little twisty tie here. And you're gonna wrap that as tight and as close to those legs as possible. And there you go. Now let's go shrink this baby. Now, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You guys get the gist of it now. I'm going to do the rest of them. You don't need to see me do it over and over and over again. God bless you guys. We'll see you guys next time here on Hedgehog's Homestead. Bye.